U.S. President Joe Biden sought to reassure residents of several Midwestern states Saturday after a monstrous tornado killed dozens of people in Kentucky and the death toll continued to climb. Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear said a twister touched down for more than 320 kilometers in his state, and the number of deaths could exceed 100 across 10 or more counties. At a news conference, President Biden said federal emergency personnel have already been deployed.
I've spoken several times today with the head of FEMA, and the Federal Emergency Management Agency, as well as the director of FEMA, who's already deployed emergency response personnel, search and rescue teams, water and other supplies, and FEMA is on the ground working with each of the states to assess the damages and focus on federal support where it is needed most and how we can get there most rapidly.
The death toll across 5 states includes 4 people in Tennessee, 2 in Arkansas, where a nursing home was destroyed, and 1 in both Missouri and Illinois, where an Amazon facility was hit. The United States will send its top diplomat for Europe to Russia and Ukraine to discuss Russia's troop buildup and reiterate U.S. commitment to Ukraine's sovereignty. The State Department said Saturday that Karen Donfried will travel to Kiev, Ukraine, and Moscow, Russia, December 13th to 15th to meet with senior government officials to discuss Russia's military buildup and to reinforce the United States' commitment to Ukraine's sovereignty, independence, and territorial integrity. Moscow has massed thousands of troops along the border with Ukraine, but denies any plans to attack the nation and accuses Kiev of its own allegedly aggressive designs. A court in Benin has convicted one of President Patrice Talon's main opponents for complicity in acts of terrorism. Rekia Mandugu was sentenced to 20 years in prison after a trial that her lawyers denounced as a political hit job. Her lawyer, Antoine Vey, said her crime was to have represented a democratic alternative to the regime of Patrice Talon. Madugu was arrested in March and accused of financing an operation to assassinate political figures to prevent the presidential election the following month from going ahead. Human rights groups and opponents of Talon, a multi-millionaire cotton magnate, say he has upended Benin's democratic traditions since coming to power in 2016. Talon has denied targeting political opponents or violating human rights. Iranian President Ibrahim Raisi said Saturday that Tehran is serious in its nuclear talks with world powers in Vienna. The official IRNA news agency quoted Raisi as saying, "The fact that we presented the text of Iran's proposal to the negotiating parties shows that we are serious in the talks." He said, "If the other side is also serious about the removal of sanctions, we will achieve a good agreement." Indirect U.S.-Iranian talks to revive a 2015 nuclear deal resumed Thursday in Vienna. Diplomats from France, Britain, Germany, Russia, and China are shuttling between the two sides because Tehran refuses direct contact with Washington. Demonstrators marched peacefully through the center of Madrid Saturday to protest the government's coronavirus policies. The throng held aloft banners with messages disparaging vaccines and protested against what they consider an organized plan to control society and to restrict citizens' rights. Spain has a high vaccine uptake, with close to 90% of people eligible for the shots receiving them. While new daily infections have risen in recent weeks, there is no apparent increase in strain on medical services. Spain's health ministry gave the go-ahead for children between the age of 5 and 11 to be vaccinated against COVID-19 beginning next week. The eldest daughter of pioneering U.S. astronaut Alan Shepard, Laura Shepard Churchley, blasted off aboard Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin commercial space rocket on Saturday, 60 years after her late father's famed suborbital NASA flight at the dawn of the space age. Churchley took along a tiny piece of his Freedom 7 capsule, as well as mementos from his Apollo 14 moonshot.
Hi, thank you for watching. I hope the videos are useful for you. Please subscribe to my channel using the button below.